Hello, beautiful. How are you? Hope you are well. Welcome to Fadzi, your platform for everything women's health. I'm here with a new episode. This week we are discussing the correlation between stress and our menstrual cycles. Did you know that stress directly impacts our periods? Yeah, it does. And this is how. When we are stressed out, the body will send help. It will release stress hormones into our systems to help us to manage that stress. One of those hormones that the body will release is known as cortisol. Cortisol, when it's released in the body, it has the same home, so to speak, with the female hormone progesterone. And so if there's a lot of cortisol in the body, there is not enough progesterone, and vice versa, because they share the same receptors. And this is why it's important for us as women to manage our stress better, because it directly impacts our menstrual cycles. Progesterone is that beautiful female hormone that we have that helps us to regulate our periods. It helps pregnant women to carry the baby to term. It helps us to develop our uterus lining. It helps us with breast development. And if you are a lactating mom, it helps you with milk production. It helps with sex and libido. It is such an important female hormone. And so the state of our menstrual cycles is really directly impacted by how much progesterone we have. If we don't have the right amounts of progesterone in our bodies, we will start to see that impacting our periods. And one of those ways that you can tell that your progesterone is low is just by looking at your menstrual blood. So get into this habit as a woman of actually taking a look at your menstrual blood, because the color and the state of your menstrual blood can tell you so much about the state of your hormones, the health of your hormones. If at the beginning of your period, by that I mean, with each month. I don't mean the beginning of it when it started back in the day. When your period begins for that month, if the blood that is coming out is brownish in color and it's not like bright red, that's a telltale sign that your progesterone levels are low. If that's happening at the beginning and towards the end of your period, that is something that can help you know, my progesterone levels are rather low. As well as if throughout your period, the clots in your menstrual blood are darkish red clots or they are blackish in color, that's also another telltale sign that your progesterone levels are rather low. Of course, this is not the only thing that determines it, but this is just one quick way for you to know. So the next time your period comes, take a look at your menstrual blood and see if it fits this description. If it does, then you might want to do something about improving the levels of progesterone that you have. And one of the ways you can do that is to manage your stress levels better. The thing with modern stress is that modern stress is quite prevalent. By that I mean, back in the day when we were stressed out because we were being chased by a wild animal, of course we'll be stressed in that moment. The body will release stress hormones. Adrenaline is being pumped into your body so that you can fight or flee that danger. But in modern society, we don't have that kind of problem necessarily. What we have is we're unhappy in our job, but I have to be at my job every day for 8 to 9 hours. I have an issue with my boss and we don't really see eye to eye, but I have to see my boss every single day, 5 days out of 7. I'm in a bad marriage or in a bad relationship and I'm having difficulties communicating with this person, or I'm downright unhappy, but I'm still in the situation and this is happening every single day. So modern stress is like continuously there. That's why a lot of people are starting to experience things such as chronic stress. And so lifestyle management is going to be so important in you managing your hormone health, because they are so linked in ways that you even can't imagine. Like, did you know that stress and your period are connected? Like, who knew, right? but they are connected. And so as you are moving forward after watching this episode, you actually want to start looking at your life and seeing all of those places where you are stressed out. And how long has that stress been there? Are you doing something about it, or are you ignoring it, hoping that somehow magically it will go away? It won't somehow magically go away, by the way. You have to do something about it to change that situation. You have to emotionally heal. You have to do something about, the job that you are not happy with. How can you, it doesn't mean that you go and you quit today. No, that's not it. But you want to take a look and say, okay, I'm unhappy in this position. Long term, how do I want to fix that? And then start with each day doing something to prepare for something better for yourself. But all of those things are not going to change if you don't initiate that change. And so there are so many ways in which we can manage our stress levels better. You could even tell me 10 ways right now, because it's everywhere, right? Manage your stress, manage your stress, manage your stress. This information is all over the place, and I don't want to dwell too much on how to do that in this episode. But what I am going to say is do it. Do manage your stress better. You know best for yourself how to do that. Do you need to improve on your self-care? Do you need to release the past? Do you need to, stop being too anxious about this and that? What do you need to do to actually bring yourself into a state of relaxation, being well taken care of mentally, emotionally, physically, so that you are warding off stresses in your life? Whatever it is that you need to do that, get on it. Yeah, and you're going to start seeing how that's going to start impacting your hormone health. So I hope that this episode has helped you to understand that your menstrual cycle, your period, the state of your period, and stress levels are directly linked and connected, because those hormones that are playing out in those two areas, they are also directly linked. And there's something that you can do to improve your period health by managing your stress better. So, gorgeous lady, please come into the comments and let me know. It's a 3-part question today that I would love to hear back from you on. 1, how are you at managing stress? How are you at that? Number 2, looking at your menstrual blood lately, have you seen where you stand in terms of your levels of progesterone? Was your blood, something that was kind of like what we discussed, kind of brownish or darkish clots? Or was it super bright red from the get-go? All right, take a look at that and let me know. And then number 3, have you seen any correlation, any link between your levels of stress and your period? Just over time, have you noticed ever before that when you are stressed out, how does that impact your period? If you've seen something and you would like to share, I would so love to hear from you. I want to know what's going on with you. That's how I know if what we're talking about is resonating with you and if you're seeing it play out in your lives. So please get back at me with these questions. All right? Thank you. If you haven't already gone over to mambokadzi.com to download your free, super free e-guide called Not Today PMS, a guide that's going to help you to have healthier periods. If you haven't done that, you are missing out. Head on over to mambokadzi.com. On the very first page, you will see this e-guide. Download it. It's free for you to use, to engage with holistic, natural ways, 0 chemicals that are going to help you to create healthier periods. Come on over to IG at im.mambokadzi. That's our Instagram platform, our Instagram tribe. I'm over there every single day talking to the ladies, giving information on how we can just be healthier and have greater women's health. I post something, videos, codes, foods that I'm preparing, you name it, it's all over there. And if you want to see practical ways on how you can improve your womanhood, do join us on IG at im.mambokadzi. I can't wait to see you over there. subscribe to this channel, like this video, and then share it with your other friends. Let the ladies know that this is available. It's a new platform that's here to assist them in having greater health. Who doesn't want that, right? We want greater feminine health. So if you have your girls who you know could benefit from this, please spread the news, share the love. It will be so helpful, because I'm trying to get as many women as is possible to be healthier, and I could use your help in letting the word out. So please help me to spread this information by being a part of the tribe. Subscribe, and then share the information with them. Thank you so much. I value you being here, and I will see you again next week with a new episode right here on Fadzi TV. Have a wonderful week.
In the beginning, I thought you were fine. You started tripping and wasting my time, so now it's over. Can't you see? Good together.